I saw you kissing Maila. Is there something going on?
Oh,
I just thought maybe you could kiss me.
hey. Leona, wait. Hold it. Wait a sec.
Tell me, Gardo, what does Maila have that I don't have?
She's not in her room, Madam Trining.
Why isn't she there? She was even sweet to me last night.
Gardo, do you have a problem? I noticed you're not sending me messages recently. And if I didn't call you, I don't think you would pick me up.
Damien, your people here won't learn how to show some respect if you keep on tolerating them.
You can get more from the laborers if you treat them like human beings, not the cruel way you keep on doing.
I'm warning you, if this thing happens one more time, I swear you're gonna get it. I don't care if you're Gardo's father.
You know my family has been through a lot of things just for your family. I'm ready for that.
Go ahead.
Mommy, what's that?
We're here to demand justice for all of the farmers!
Chief, there's a bunch of laborers protesting in front of my gate. Send a battalion of men here at once.
Here they come! Don't let go! Hold on! Hold fast, man! Hold on! Keep fighting!
Maila? Maila, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Leona, if you don't mind, I'd like to be alone for a while.
Look, Maila, take it easy, okay? We're both the victims here. He also deceived me. And I blame myself because I love him so much. That I believed him, even though he lied to me countless times already. Remember that time I told you when he tried to kiss me?
Why?
You know Gardo, right? He tried to kiss me. He's got some nerve. He tried to kiss me. What a jerk. He kissed me. On the lips, too. He kissed me. I couldn't believe it. He's so rude.
But I confronted him about it. He told me that it was you who kissed him,
You think I'm
Leona.
lying? Huh? He made it all up. To say that I want him. And of course you believed him because you love him too. But because I love him, and I love you, I swallowed all the pain and the hurt inside. And I took all the blame. Which made me appear like I was the villain with all the bad intentions. It's all right. It's okay with me.
You're really a family of troublemakers. Overly ambitious. You're even worse than your mother. You want to hit two birds with one stone?
Madam Trining, I'm very much in love with Maila.
What about Leona? Do you love her too? Stop pursuing my daughters. Would you look at yourself? They're way out of your league. After everything Theo's done for you, how could you do this to us in return? Pipping.
Take him away.
No! No!
Go ahead.
Come
Move
on!
it.
As for you, Theo, you're acting too soft. Be a man. Be a Braganza.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay, Maila. I'm sorry
No.
too.
I didn't believe you immediately because I doubted if you were telling me the truth. All
It's
along,
okay.
I thought you just wanted to separate us.
It's okay, Maila. Stop crying. It's okay. I should be the one who must apologize to you. Because I got you into this mess. I'm sorry. I just wanted to protect you.
Thank you.
Anytime, sis. Just stay away from that guy, okay? He's not worth it. Stay away from him. I'd rather that man hurt me instead of you. Because I love you very much. I never want to see you hurting and crying like this, okay? So stay away from him, please. I love you, Maila. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay?
You know what? You really have a way with the workers, Damien. They really listen to you. And I'm so happy that the workers and the owners of the hacienda have reached an agreement. We can move on now.
Well, Ariston, a calm discussion is all that's needed to figure things out. And besides, our group had the right to demand that. Training doesn't have a choice but to give in to what the workers wanted. Her family would be embarrassed. Especially since her friends were there.
She was even dressed in the nines earlier. If she didn't give in, her friends would witness the despicable way that vile woman runs the hacienda.
If you ask me, I think she was only forced to face us earlier. She really doesn't want those high society friends of hers to look down on her. You know that woman. If things got out of hand, the whole province would have heard about it. I bet they're already talking behind her back.
Well, we will know soon. Once Gardo comes back from the mansion, he'll give us some information. Maila invited him, remember? And besides, he's still friends with Theo and his sister Leona. I just hope the family doesn't take out their disappointment on him.
Well, that's what I'm worried about. I'm praying the day wouldn't come when everyone involved in this gets ruined. They might become angry at Gardo, and he'll get in trouble because of me.
Yeah, everyone was so shocked. I know, right? Amazing. Yes, blockbuster and Grand Slam Best Actress. But unfortunately, that guy is such a scaredy cat. Yes, a super coward. I feel so sorry. And you know what? My sister,
Leona.
Maila...
You know, that thing also happened to my family. I sent my daughter to a good and reputable school, but she got wildly attracted to some common underachiever. I got to take action, that's why. I know how you feel right now, Madam Trinning.
You don't understand. Oh, that's fine with me. I don't discriminate if a poor man wants to win my daughter's heart. As long as my daughter likes him, there's no problem. But after I treated him with kindness, he had other intentions. I kid you not.
Hello? Yes, I'll just call you guys later. My brother just arrived. Okay, bye.
Where are you going?
I was about to go out and drive for a while, get some fresh air. You wanna come with me?
Who were you talking to?
That was Marga, my best friend. You know, I was telling her everything that happened to me and how hurt I was.
Hurt? Really now? Because you sure are behaving the opposite. I heard you laughing while talking to your friend. Like you were so amused telling her about it.
Well, Theo, I was just putting on a brave front, okay? It's not like I go around telling people how I feel, about how hurt I am. I'm not ready to talk about that. I'm just keeping it cool, okay?
Damien! Damien!
Yes.
There's still some commotion at the house of the Braganzas.
How could that happen? Both parties already agreed.
It's not about the estate. Damien, this concerns her son Gardo.
Those people will do everything just to get hold of my son.
I witnessed it. He was being surrounded by Theo's men.
We better go see him,
All right.
Ariston.
Leona, I know you very well. You also know how to act.
What do you mean how to act? So what, you're saying when I'm depressed I should lock myself in my room and cry? I don't think so. I don't want to be like that. I choose not to be a loser, okay?
Stop trying to fool me. You were telling your friend on the phone about something you pulled off and succeeded. Blockbuster. Grand Slam? Spill the details.
So what if I said those words? Does it mean anything? And what's this? All my calls you have to screen? I don't think so, okay? What's your problem? Excuse me.
Excuse me, Madam Training. There's some men outside looking for you.
Who is it?
They were outside waiting for you.
Excuse me, okay?
Okay, no problem.
How did these useless bastards get in here?
They were already inside the house when I saw them, madam.
Good evening, Madam Trini.
You probably just found out what your precious son did. He made a shameful scene earlier at our party.
I know my son very well. He wouldn't do such a thing like that if he wasn't provoked. I just found out your men ganged up on him.
Ganged up on him? Why would I allow him to be ganged up in the middle of my party? I just confronted him because he showed his true motives. He tried to seduce my 2 girls. He wanted to be a part of my family. A Valiente wants to be a Braganza.
I didn't do anything!
Shut
Let
up.
me
Just
go!
talk orders.
I won't believe a single word you say, Trini, until I talk to my son. I knew it all along. You would find a way to make trouble for my son the moment he came near you.
Then why didn't you put a leash on him? So he couldn't go near my daughters. Your son's worse than a snake. Clever boy. He wanted his fangs in Maila while having his eyes fixed on Leona. Couldn't be satisfied with just one. Get out of my house. You're ruining my evening.
Don't move, Gardo, or else I'll put a bullet in your head. In front of Theo, you act like a lamb. Now show me how tough you are.
Theo.
Mom.
I didn't like the way you sorted out that mess with Gardo. If I hadn't arrived, you wouldn't have taken action. Tell me, do you expect me to figure out every problem that happens in this house?
Mother, I could have beaten up Gardo on my own earlier.
I'm not talking about physical strength. Hand-to-hand combat? I don't need that. I need a mind behind those muscles we pay a lot of money for. With the right amount, dear, you can have the brawn. With them, people will be more terrified of us. You don't have to be the butcher yourself to have blood on your hands. You know what you need to do? You just need to manipulate all the people around you.
Yes, Mother.
Wait a second, hold on. I didn't do anything wrong!
Pepe!
I'm sorry, but I'm deaf sometimes. Say hello to the devil for me.
Pepe, put that gun down! I said put that gun down,
mother
Pepe.
asked
I'm
me to do
warning
this.
you! I said put it down! My mother said teach this guy a lesson he won't forget, not to kill him. What would people say about us, that we're heartless monsters? Don't be stupid. Gardo, are you all right? I'm so sorry about this. This is all your fault. If you only chose to love me, this wouldn't have happened.
Please. No, Leona. Leona, please don't come near me. Don't come near me.
What are you talking about, Gardo? Piping was about to shoot you dead. I just stopped him. I just saved your life. Can't you see that?
No, Leona. Actually, you don't know the extent of all this trouble that you've caused me. Maila got mad at me. And not only her, okay? Theo, too.
They did, huh? So what? It's their issue to deal with, okay? Just let them be.
I can't, Leona. And don't talk like it was your dignity that got trampled on. Like you were the one who was abandoned. Don't you realize that you made a really big mess here?
Maila,
Theo.
he's gone now. You know, I still can't believe he would do something like this to you and Leona. But look at the bright side. At least this early, that man has shown us his true colors before you got in too deep with him.
But Theo... Leona also mentioned so many other things as well. And I don't know if Gardo is really capable of doing them. You see, Theo, Gardo mentioned something before. That it was Leona who tried to seduce and tried to kiss him. That it was the other way around.
Leona was the one? Are you sure about that?
Yes, Theo. But Gardo rejected her. He only sees Leona as a friend and nothing else.
What about Leona? Did you confront her?
I did. And it was also Leona who first told me that Gardo tried to kiss her. But when I asked Gardo about it, he denied everything. I'm so confused. So we got into a fight about it. But in the end, I believe that what Gardo was saying is true.
But Maila, what about what they did inside Gardo's room?
I have no idea, Theo. I don't know. I couldn't believe he would do that. That's why every time that scene enters my mind, it hurts so much. All I can do is cry. Because I never expected that Gardo would keep such a horrible secret from me. What if something really happened between him and Leona? What's going to happen?
Me? I created a huge mess? Come on, Gardo. I'm only saying what really happened, right? And besides, you were the double crosser here. You're the bad guy because it was you who deceived me. You said you were in love with me, but you deceived me. You cheated on me.
No, Leona. No matter what you say, none of it is true. You're making all this up. I never said I loved you. I can't believe that you would do something like this to me, Leona.
Shut up, okay? Truth, lies, whatever. They're all the same. Gardo, look, don't you realize, huh? The important thing is, we patch things up between us. It's much easier if you'd love me instead.
Leona, please. Wait a minute. Come on, are you going insane? I will never love you no matter what you do. You can't make me feel anything, okay?
Insane. Did you just call me insane?
Hey, you might hurt
Step in,
yourself.
give me your gun! Let go! Insane.
Leona?
Insane?
Leona, please, wait!
Okay.
Leona! Put that down, it's dangerous! Leona!
It's easy. You just pull the trigger, there you go. Right?
Leona!
I won't allow Gardo to make a fool out of you too. Especially you, Maila.
But Theo, what if nothing really happened between the two of them?
I don't know. Maila, like you, I acted out of my emotions rather than being rational about it. Well, he did admit that he was there, inside the room, both him and Leona. Maila, Gardo's still a man, you know. Maybe he was tempted and allowed it, but it's wrong. And I believe that he must pay for what he did. He must not get away with it.
But Theo, Gardo is also your best friend. Apart from me. I guess you also know him enough to know if he's capable of that. Besides, we grew up together. You two were inseparable. You know what kind of person he is.
You're right, Maila. But I really think for now, it would be better if you don't see him anymore. Maila, I want you to promise me. Huh?
I hope nothing bad happens to him tonight.
Don't worry about it. Gardo was never the violent type anyway. He would never get into a fight.
I know. But still, I just can't help but think about Trini's guests we saw at the party, Ariston. They're politicians. And that woman appears even more confident when she's around those kind of people.
Good evening.
Let us pass, please. Do you think she has plans to run for office in the next elections?
Well, I hope she has good intentions. If she's willing to serve the public efficiently and honestly, then it would be good for our town. But then if all she's concerned about is amassing power and other advantages, then we must be always on our toes. Wait. Gardo must still be here.
What?
Leona,
Am I
don't
still
do this.
insane? Gardo, if I'm indeed insane, I wouldn't be able to use this. One more. You want one more, huh? You want
No,
more?
don't, okay?
Huh?
No, Leona.
Then get up! Get up! Now! You know what? I'm offering you my friendship, and you have the nerve to reject me? Idiot. Who's more insane between the two of us, huh? Isn't it you? You're more insane! You're the insane one, Gardo.
Wait a second. Leona, we can talk about this, right? We can talk about this when you've already calmed down, huh? So put the gun down. Please, it's dangerous. I'm begging you.
Dangerous. So it's dangerous. Dangerous is not in my vocabulary. I laugh at the face of danger, Gardo. Okay? But because I'm in love with you. All right. I'll give in to your request. Here's your gun. I'll give you some time to think things over, honey. Because I'm hopelessly in love with you. You better think about what you're gonna say to me. Bye. What a wimp.
Go!
Dad.
Here you go. I brought you some hot soup. Hey, watch it. Okay, don't get up.
I'm
Don't
okay,
try it.
Dad.
It's hard.
I
Just
can do
relax. Don't force yourself to get up. You've been beaten up badly. You need to regain your strength.
I can do it on my own. Don't worry about me.
I guess from now on you will listen to me, huh? It won't do you any good if you keep seeing Maila and Leona.
Come on, Dad. Maila is the only one I love. In fact, Leona only made up that bizarre story. Come on, Dad, don't tell me that you believe whatever it was that you heard last night. I wouldn't do that.
I don't really care about the things Trining told me. What I'm telling you is, stay away from that family. Who knows? One of these days, we just might find you dead on the street.
Well, that's not going to happen, Dad. I have nothing but good intentions for Maila. And I will explain everything to her.
You are not going to leave the house, and you are not going to see Maila from now on, okay?
But Dad...
Would you listen to what I'm asking you, Gardo? Will you please grant my request? I permitted you before, and look what happened to you now. What would it take to make you realize the truth? They already beat you up, isn't that enough?
I must say that guy had guts. He wasn't scared even when we outnumbered him.
Who got beat up among you?
Well, you got Joaquin and Doming. They didn't stand a chance.
Gardo's really not afraid of anybody. Even when we were kids, he always stood up for himself.
But he couldn't stand up against Leona.
Why Leona? Was she there with you?
Leona followed us. And she took my gun. She threatened to shoot Gardo. And like a madman, she laughed her head off.
Oh, Mother. Good morning.
Maila, that scandal you caused last night at the party will be the last. I never want to see that man's face again. He's not one of us.
All right, Mother, if that's what you want.
Yes, and nothing else. The Braganzas belong to important society alone, and not to the working class. Unless what Theo told me is true, that you're still in love with that man until now. Even after his motives have become clear, he wanted you and Leona.
But Mother, we're not yet sure if
Will
Leona
you stop
really
defending
did...
that opportunist? Whether it's true or not, I don't want you seeing that man again. Especially now with elections coming up. I don't want bad publicity. You all know I'm running for office. I announced it last night.
Yes, Mother. All right, then I have to go now.
For now, sir, Mr. Theo still hasn't talked to us. Not yet. We haven't even seen his henchmen. I guess they decided to lie low after the massive protest we did at their hacienda.
Well, I guess that's better, right? So how's the water situation in your part of town?
Oh, it's much better now. Before the clock struck 7 in the morning, the tap was already running. My family was ecstatic.
That's good. That's good. I guess that means everything's back to normal, huh?
That's true.
What about last month's harvest? Have you made that report?
Oh, yes. As a matter of fact, sir, the yield was much more than last month's. We were hoping that the hacienda would provide more irrigation to make the planting more efficient.
Well, don't worry. We can forward that request for more irrigation the next time we talk to Theo.
Oh, that's good.
All right.
Anyway, sir, I have to go now.
Sure, you take care, okay?
Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am.
Aren't you going to answer that? It's been ringing for a minute now.
No, Mother, not today.
What's the problem now? Why, what's the matter between you and your brother Theo?
It's a long, long story, Mother. I'll tell you all about it once we're inside the spa.
I don't want you and your brother fighting. I hope it's not about that Gardo issue again.
I hope so too. But for now, I'd just like to enjoy my time here at the estate and the resort. I don't
That's
wanna
more
think.
like it. What? You were saying?
I said I don't want to think.
Good. But you should have done some thinking before you went for that no-good bastard. Dear, why in the world did you go to his house anyway? You already knew that he was going out with your sister Maila. Don't tell me you're still jealous of Maila until now, Leona.
Mother, love can make you do stupid things.
You shouldn't be telling me that. Honey, it's you who should be making men cry and go crazy over you. Don't tarnish our family name with that kind of behavior.
Don't worry, Mother, because the next time I bring a guy to the house to meet you, I'll make sure he's gonna be worthy of the family name and you'll be very proud of me.
Well, that's good to hear. By the way, what's the plan about the opening of the resort, dear? Tell me about it.
I have already finalized everything. I've distributed flyers in town and the highway, and I've had several billboards and posters made too. Everything's settled now.
Your project proposal is very good. It's very feasible and easy to execute. We'll raise enough funds for the foundation. Tell me, when do you plan to implement this project, dear?
Once I've confirmed some of the sponsors, because my office still needs to raise some money for the initial expenses.
I see. You know what, dear? A problem becomes much worse if one refuses to face it.
But what if I decide to face it and all I hear are lies and deceit?
But how would you find out the truth if you keep on avoiding it? If you don't want to communicate with the other person, and besides, your behavior means that you've already judged the person without hearing his side of the situation first. Do you think that's right?
The issue is still fresh in everyone's minds right now. I thought this would be the best way to avoid complicating things further. I don't want things to get worse.
Maila, are you willing to sacrifice your own happiness in favor of what people might think? Is that what you want?
I guess for now. I would have to follow what my mother and my brother Theo tell me.
I see.
And it was also very painful for me to find out that Gardo lied about it. Until now, I can't get it off my mind, Uncle Victorino.
Hey, Gardo, where are you going? Huh?
Well, I have to take care of something. Just tell my father when you see him.
But your father told me to look after you. He said I shouldn't let you out. Go back inside and rest.
No, it's all right. I can handle myself. Don't worry about me. I can manage now.
I'm worried about what your father might say. He's gonna be disappointed when he finds out you still went out. Besides, he doesn't ask too much of you, just this once.
I know that. But don't worry, I'll explain to him when I get back. Besides, I'm just going to go back to the mansion. I have to pick up my jeep.
Once we open the resort, we'll have more time to bond, dear.
I know, right? I'm so excited.
Hi, Theo.
Hi there, Theo.
You see this? Having this thing relaxes me.
Theo?
Why, Leona? Is this the first time you've seen a gun?
What's with a gun? What's happening here? Is there something I should know?
Only Leona can answer that question, Mother. She was the last person to use this.
Well, Leona, care to explain? I'm not a fortune teller.
Mother, I have nothing to explain. I have no idea what Theo is saying. I told you, he's been acting weird lately, remember? Anyway, I have to go check my mail. There's still things
Leona.
about the launch I need to attend to.
Leona! Leona, come back here!
Theo,
Did you see how she avoided the issue here, Mother? You saw her. She's putting the blame on me now. I should have brought Piping here to tell you what that bratty daughter of yours did to Gardo last night.
what did she do anyway? Did she use the gun?
Mom, relax. Gardo's still alive. Last night, that sneaky Leona followed Piping's group while they were supposed to teach Gardo a lesson. She took this gun from Piping, and she shouted at Gardo like she was some crazy violent maniac. And then she fired some warning shots. It's a good thing she didn't hit the poor guy. And if Piping didn't tell me about it, I wouldn't know what happened. What other secrets could that girl be hiding from us?
Theo, I want you to look after your sister. She must be having a breakdown after what that man did to her. That's why she behaved that way.
I don't know, Mother. But, I feel like she's up to something. And it's something dangerous, Mother. A lot of innocent people are getting involved because of her actions.
I couldn't care less about those innocent people. Keep your sister safe. She is your sister after all.
Hey, you've been sitting there for some time now. Why don't you just go inside the building to see Dr. Maila?
Well, you see, she might be busy. I just wanted to surprise her.
Okay, but I noticed she looks a little down. She didn't pay me any attention, and earlier, I even saw her crying.
Maybe she's stressed out over work. You know, it's a good idea if you would give these flowers to her. It might cheer her up. And then tell her that they came from me.
All right.
You just get drunk after. No, you can't handle your liquor.
Well, I thought that was the plan.
Of course I can.
You won yesterday. But that's the last time that's gonna happen.
We're not trying to put one over you, Theo. This is a give-and-take situation. This is your father's land, and the workers here take care of it. It's that simple, Theo.
Then, you better enjoy tilling this land while you still can. 'Cause you'll wake up one day only to see blocks of concrete where the soil used to be.
Concrete? What does he mean by that?
Is this what you're talking about?
Oh, hello.
Good afternoon, sir.
Gardo.
I'd like to know if Maila's inside.
Yes, she's there. But if I may suggest something, I think it would be a good idea if you'd leave her alone for a while. She would need some space.
I just came to apologize and explain to her about what happened.
You know, some things work out better when you don't force it, Gardo. Give it some time. It might cool things down. And eventually things will fall into place. I have to go now.
Okay,
Take
thank you,
care.
sir.
Don't threaten us, Theo. You wouldn't be able to scare us off with that.
Well, that's the way you want it, right? That we should be scared because there are many of you.
Well, it's your fault. If your family only kept your part of the agreement, none of the workers would fight back and make all the trouble. We have rights, and not once did we ever use a force to get what we want.
Oh, is that why your son tried to force his way on my sister so he can become part of the Braganzas? He's lucky my men didn't beat the living daylights out of him.
You can never prove what you're accusing him of. And you should be grateful my son still sees you as a friend despite everything you've done and doesn't take you to court.
Let's go.
How dare you talk to us like that?
Hey! You don't scare us! You don't scare us! What's the matter with you?
Doctor?
Oh, Jaden. Come here. Sit down. You startled me.
He's been waiting a long time now. I feel sorry for him.
But Jaden, why do you feel sorry for him? Besides, no one told him to sit there and wait for me, right? I didn't. He could have just gone back to his house.
But doctor, it's so hot outside, and he has a fresh wound on his face. Don't you feel sorry for him, doctor? And are you in a better mood now, doctor? You weren't paying attention to anyone earlier.
I'm just stressed out. I'm sorry, Jaden. Don't worry, I'll make it up to you.
Wow, I don't believe it. Gardo was right. He knew that you were stressed out. He asked me to give you these flowers. He said it will cheer you up.
Listen, you shouldn't have ranted to my brother. Learn to keep your mouth shut. My mom's gonna scold me.
It was Sir Peping who told him, miss, not us.
I don't understand. You're too loyal to my brother. We're both Braganzas anyway.
Well, we're sorry. Sir Theo just asked us how we were earlier. We didn't know it would get you into trouble.
I don't care. I don't want to see your faces. Get out of my sight now.
Yes, miss.
Hello? Marga. Yes. Can you guys come here? I'm so stressed. Yes. Like, right now. All right. Bye.
Oh, I've got to get going. My husband's waiting for me.
Gloria,
Yes?
is Maila still inside?
Oh, I'm not sure. I didn't notice. Why don't you go in? I have to go home now. All right, bye.
Gardo, I'm sorry. I can't let you in.
Is that so? I just want to see Maila. Come on, man, I won't take long.
I'm sorry. We have our orders. The doctor doesn't want to see any visitors.
Since when?
Just this morning. I'm really sorry.
Maila,
Gardo.
Maila, I just want to explain my side of what happened. I'll make it fast.
Let's not discuss it right now.
Wait,
Just
Maila,
go home.
please listen to me first. I won't take long, I promise.
She said she doesn't want to talk to you. What? You're gonna force yourself on her? You really want to test my patience, Gardo?
Theo, let's go. I don't want to start a fight. Let's
Maila,
go.
wait. Listen carefully, Gardo. You need to get into your thick skull what it means when a girl says she doesn't want you anymore.
Unless I hear Maila say those exact words herself, I'm not going anywhere. Maila, I want you to listen to me. We were always together during the day. And at night, over the phone, I'd talk to you for hours before I slept, wishing that I could still be with you. Maila, everything Leona told you about me, well, part of it was true. But I turned her down. You know, I don't even have any idea how your sister got inside my room. Maila, nothing happened between us. And do you know why? Because I didn't sleep in our house that night when she showed up there. I pleaded with Leona not to come near me, but she kept on forcing herself on me. Actually, that night I thought that she was drunk, or she's used to getting her way with men. Maila, I love you. You're the only one I love.
Gardo, I'm
Maila,
sorry.
that's enough. I don't want you coming near my sister anymore. Get in the car. I brought your car. Move it.
But Theo...
Hurry up!
Come on, Mom. It's not a big deal that I fired those warning shots on Gardo. I was just playing around.
Well, to me, that's a big deal. I don't like a woman who plays with guns and pistols and gets into fights. We have Piping and the other bodyguards to do that.
Mother, times have changed. What men can do, women can do as well. Therefore, I can do it.
Well, I won't accept that. You're not the typical girl. You have a name to live up to. You're a Braganza. If this concerns the family's dignity, you must be open. There are no secrets in this family. Even your brother Theo, he's so worried about you. He is just protecting you and Maila.
Yes, I know. Isn't he Maila's trusty bodyguard at that orphanage charity place?
Are you jealous of your brother Theo's treatment of Maila? Well then, do something about it. Be nice and sweet. Don't act like you're crazy, laughing one time and then behaving so somber and depressed the next. Is there something wrong with you?
Nothing, Mother. I've just been moody lately. But I'll be okay, don't worry. By the way, my friends are coming over. They're gonna help us plan the party.
Oh, thank goodness. That's good. At least you'll be busy and not cause me trouble.
Hey, Ariston, where's Gardo? Has he eaten?
I've prepared your dinner, Damien.
He's still asleep? At least he got a full day's rest today. Ariston.
Well, I tried to stop your son, Damien, but he was so insistent. He went out to get his Jeep parked at the mansion.
All right, Ariston, from now on you go with him wherever he goes, understand?
Damien? Damien?
Hey, what is that? Where did you get that?
We found this on the highway.
I hope my suspicions are wrong about this thing.
Well, I think they should be honest about it. There should be no secret if they plan to open this.
If they're keeping this thing from us, maybe there are other things they don't want us to know.
I don't want the townspeople to get mad at me, Piping. Because if they hear you've been giving Gardo a hard time, I won't get their votes.
So are we going to do the same thing for Damien?
Yes.
It's over between the two of us. I never want to see you as long as I live. I don't love you anymore.